Hey guys, so I came across this little thing on Twitter and it says, out of these four heel turns, which one surprised you the most? And this is going by my rating, so you can put your ratings in the comments. Last place has to be Cena's for sure, because while the execution was perfect, the follow up has been nothing short of disappointing because they didn't really give us a good follow up after the heel turn. And honestly, it's just been one of the most overwhelming 5 months of our lives, and we can just all agree with that. And next, I'd put Stone Cold's at third because, again, I'm not gonna blame. Really, the execution was poor because they actually did this in Austin's hometown, where he was actually cheered, and him getting cheered while beating on The Rock with 17 chair shots and then shaking Vince McMahon's hand in his hometown. Y'all could have done better with the heel turn. And I see why Stone Cold did it. He told us multiple times that he needed a shot in the arm. So I can't blame him for that. But again, it was could have did it better. And second on this list, and I know people are going to come after me for this, but the NWO, while it set off a boom period and it set off Hogan, who was an all-American good guy, and turned him into one of the most despicable heels in wrestling history. The execution was perfect, and the follow-up was even more perfect because the NWO, they pretty much set off what they did. They tried to take over the wrestling world, and they did just that. And first on this list, I have to pick The Shield because the moment we was all there for it, the moment we was all watching on TV, and the moment that Roman and Dean stepped up front, and then Seth was ready to hit Roman with the chair. The guy that's in the audience that screamed no is still burned in my head to this very day. And none of us expected Seth to be the one to turn heel at that point. We all thought Dean was going to pull the trigger, but again, it was one of the most shocking heel turns, and to this day, it's the most talked about in wrestling history. But those are my choices. So, what do you guys think?